is Amy and Melina. I wanted to make a comeback video to let you know that I'm back in circulation and communication, sharing my experiences and training and all that good stuff with business. Um, I want to also say thank you for people who supported me in my adventures offline. Um, I have only been focused on moving forward, so I am thankful that in my search to find what's right and what's good and all of that, I found that I find my center in living an authentic purpose, which is a pretty good time. uh, Feeling no more stress and freaking out and being calm has been wonderful. I've gone through a great bit of personal healing in in who I am, so that I will never be in the positions I was before. So now I am in glorious Astoria, and you can't tell, but it's raining outside. It's been raining all day, and I love the rain. I grew up here in Oregon, and it's where I've been the most happy. So I wanted to share my life and my adventures and some truths with my friends, because that's the truth of it. All these people online really are friends. I'm watching a show called Selfie, which is brilliantly written, and it's a combination of My Fair Lady with some really relevant stuff like social media. Like, this chick has thousands of friends online and in the Twitterverse and all this, but she didn't have a single person to come over and help her when she was sick. And that's kind of how my life was in Colorado. I left and came back several times. And while that city holds a place in my heart and the people that I have relationships mean a lot to me, I have been struggling ever since I had my son. And the things I've needed weren't really there. At the same time, in my experiences trying to strive for that, I've grown a lot as a person, forgiven and learned, and just so I'm kind of grateful for my trials, because I wouldn't be who I am without them. Doesn't mean they didn't suck. Doesn't mean I have moments where I'm like, this is crazy. But the reason I left Colorado was because my best friend in the whole wide world, the one person that I know will care about me no matter what, the only person I felt has unconditional love towards me, lived in Arizona. And she and I both have had an amazing experience in life, even though we both are divorced now. We both worked for ourselves, run households. I sought my education and wellness until that train got derailed because of my health. And thankfully, Brenda found her true calling, and she is able to do that. And I'm so proud of her, and she's an integral part of my life. And so that's why I love Colorado. In Arizona, I really learned a lot about um, letting a higher source, the divine creator, God, whatever you call, the one who provides for us, to really be my provider. And I've always had this overdeveloped sense of responsibility because I'm the oldest of a total of 9 children. And I helped raise my sisters, and in some ways my sisters were so much easier than my 7-year-old boy because they were girls, and life was a little bit different. So this huge journey that I've been on, Brenda's been right there for me, and support has really helped me to come back to my center, which I didn't discover what that was for a long time. And now I'm 32, and I wake up feeling like I know what I'm doing, like I'm not lying in any way. And when we're trying to live a life that we believe we're supposed to based on someone else's set of beliefs or guidelines or their truths or what mentalities we used to have, we're not living an authentic purpose, and so we're lying. And we are a show me type of creature, monkey see, monkey do. I say that a lot, and because we do what we think that we're supposed to instead of just being. And so I very much focus on being present, being here now. And I've sought to attract positive things. I've only wanted to share truth and positive things. And sometimes the truth isn't always what's easy to swallow. But I very much research and all of that. So um, in a new community, I really wanted to be able to have a job to go out in the new community and to meet people. And I love people. I'm a very social person. And again, my health has been right there knocking me back down. No matter what I eat or drink or do, it's just been challenging. And I live in this gorgeous place. There's hills, and it's by the ocean and by the bay, and the people are positive and kind, and the businesses are fun and interesting. Like, life is just great here, and that's why I wanted to be here. So, I realized, okay, I really need to change what I'm doing, and I want to be able to afford these supplements and do all this stuff that's supposed to be good and energizing. And then, don't you know, I think I find something that is indicative of cancer, and October 1st, and I'm very educated about wellness, pre-medical stuff, and I just started searching, and at the same time realized I needed to be able to afford more. Um, Potentially alternative medicines that are more expensive, and need to have a vehicle, and life just really needs to pick up. And was trying to balance that with looking for work and being a mom. And once again, my son's need for me came first, and I had to stop looking for work. And so here I am going, okay, what do I have? I'm going to write, share my heart, share who I am. And if I can get calm enough about our life being uncertain, then I know I can write, which is my big passion. And the reality is that, it takes a lot to get successful. And so here I assessed my skills, and I assessed what was already in my toolbox, and to try to share with people, give them maybe a leg up. So now, I started Sunday communicating, like, here's where I am, here's what I'm doing, like anybody would do when you're networking, when you get back into the swing of things with people. And had someone actually care enough to talk to me, which I have a big heart, and that's why I started my networking group, to try to help others and to be like, you know what, it's not fun not to have anyone support you, or people telling you something that's not really along with who you are, and you're trying so hard and you're searching yourself for yourself. It's crazy. So trying to give guidance and point things out that I thought were really common sense, and then I poofed, and so now I'm back. So this gentleman who uh, really cares, has been through the ringer and back. He contacted me on Sunday when I was trying to talk to people and be like, hey, here's where I am, here's what I'm doing, going this way, if you want to contact me, my blog's doing a blog, blah, 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 blah. And I was getting tired of sending these messages, and, people aren't talking. I'm just like, why aren't you talking to me? You friend requested me, you want to meet in your circle, you want to get to know me, and I take that as, like, a real thing. So this person just starts talking to me, and I'm like, oh, okay, yeah, we know about that. Yep, I know this. Yes, I know that. And then they start bringing me in to, like, what are you doing? Why are you doing that? And I'm like, well, this is what I'm doing. This is my mentality. And they were like, well, here's this and this is that. And I was like, yes, but I don't know what else to do. So we got talking about what really impacted me with what I can do in my community here for income, which is merchant services, which is bomb diggity because it's only 0.5% above interchange, which is super, super, super cheap if you've ever done the math. I did research on that. So I had a business here that certainly can use that, use services so they can have a bigger income and be more relevant with the market with people coming off the cruise ships, because they don't all carry cash and they don't take cards. So they just kind of cut themselves out of that. So I was like, oh, you know what, let me help you out. And we do cash on demand loans if people have their credit. I hate credit. Their credit is good enough. And he's like, well, you know what? Relationship energy. And I was like, well, I love that Bose name. That's pretty cool. Okay. Someone else talked to me about it, and I was like, I can't handle anything else on my plate. Don't give me any more. I'm freaking worried about my health and stuff, and trying to raise my kid and get him schooled. And life is crazy. So we're talking to me about it. And I'm like, okay, so it helps people get loans? I'm like, what's it based on? because I've been in loan generations. My favorite jobs was at Wells Fargo as a home equity loan specialist, and made that company a lot of money. It would have been nice to have some of myself. And that's one reason why I do like working for myself, is because I can make $900 in a weekend, which is a really good time. And just helping people, matching a need to a product or a service. And so this person was like, yeah, businesses can get loans just based on their income instead of based on their credit. You just have to show profit, and they have to be in business for a year. So, which is, when you have a good product, you have something good, and that's exactly what you need. So that's pretty awesome. And I was like, what? That's really easy. That you don't have to do anything crazy. And like, I have businesses that have been around for 20 years. I'm going to grow. I have a friend who's, well, acquaintance, who has a business, and there's a lot of people I've run into that they're trying to do it themselves and make some money here, but they don't have the capital to go as big as they need to, because you have to borrow to grow and all that. So I was like, that caught my attention. I'm like, that would be relevant, because relationship energy also does vacations, and I'm like, vacations? I'm like, most people are just struggling with their businesses. So I'm like, okay, well, that could add to it. I was like, oh, all right. And the big thing was energy. I'm like, we're not deregulated in Oregon. Nope. And I didn't really see the benefit for that. I'm like, but I did see that I have friends that are in deregulated states who are struggling financially, who have a desire to be more than they are and not stay where they are, and they can just do applications for energy. I'm like, oh, that's pretty badass. That's pretty awesome. So I ended up asking a lot of questions and sharing my journey and where I am, and that I don't want to take advantage of or lead anyone down a path that's not going to help them. And the good news is that there's nothing that's going to harm anybody. The membership is $50 to start and $40 monthly. And it does work in conjunction with what you already are using, like the Build My Income Daily Auto Poster, which I use, which I do like a lot. It's on my Amazon Workspace, and I thank Doug for that. Really great guy to help me out with a lot of technical stuff. Spent a lot of time with me, and has been very helpful when I was stupid online. So the auto poster now has, on the 24th, it's popping up to be able to have a recurring payment for it. So that's great, because it just goes up to the rep and you make money. So now that's going to be a better long-term investment, because just like with MCA, it was one and done, and you can't live on that. You need recurring. So now it's nice that you make an energy investment into someone and you can do that. So that's a lot of positivity. And the auto poster is really what launched me into being able to have enough people online to talk to build a base from, to build a network with, to help collaborate, which is what Running with Tigers is. Just kind of helping people out there. So I know this is kind of a long video. And I wanted to share a lot of positive things. So the main point of why I'm talking about relationship energy is because the relationship that my mentor fostered with me. I'm a single parent. I have nothing to bring to the table when it comes to assets, and I'm been waiting for Social Security disability to be able to hopefully start my life over. And so I felt pretty beaten down with not being able to help anyone offline, to be able to go anywhere, do anything. And I wanted to make sure that I invested my time and energy again with people that I'm meeting online, that I actually genuinely can help their lives. Not go, okay, you gotta pass up, just wait for that money, and it's gonna be a couple weeks. And not that there's anything wrong with programs that people can start while they're working and then do that, but I found that most folks I'm working with online who follow me, who partner with me, have believed in me, have supported me, have some pretty hefty bills and need to have more immediate income. And that's why they were doing Build My Income Daily. Was today I have $96. Today I can buy food. I have those days, and you're motivated to talk to people, but then what are you going to bring ultimately? So I just want to help the people that I care about, and at the same time make money, which is, we're in the industry of relationship building, relationship marketing. And I really learned a lot from my mentor. I really have found courage again to operate from that place of authenticity, where I care about others and I don't want to hurt them, and I can actually now do something to help them. So that's my biggest thing, is why I even started being online. Yeah, it was selfishly motivated, because I was broke and I needed to make an income, and I found something that I thought could do that. But now I want to give more to people than just money. Money really, yeah, it solves a lot of problems, and it's better to cry in a really nice car than outside, whatever. There's all these little idioms about money, and it's sad that we have to have that currency in order to function. But I'm sure that I absolutely know for a fact that when you're doing what you're supposed to and you're living an authentic purpose and you're aligned, that you do attract the right things, you do help people, and you are able to give your gift away. So that's just what my goal is now, to be online. And I'm really thankful for your 16 minutes of time and listening to me. And I really look forward to connecting with you. So go ahead and shoot me a message on Facebook. I'm on Instagram as well. I'm on Twitter, but no one really talks to me on Twitter. So yeah, thanks for your time and connect with me. Ask me questions that you're interested in. I'd love to tell you about relationship energies some more so you can see how it can benefit you. The 50% matching bonuses, the $2,500 bonus and 50 people. It's really, really simple, really easy. I've not found anything else that is quick and is cheap and can benefit you. So business loans, helping people with applications for energy, they're in $50 per application, and then if someone wants to take a vacation. Now, you have to really get to know people well to see if they're going to vacation. And if you're creating money, then going places and you create more relationships and just kind of spreads out there. So some tiers of the business, may take a little while to find their relevance. I thankfully have a lot of great friends all over the U.S. and different states that are deregulated, and I'm happy to help them. So Carrie Johnson is my mentor, and I'm very glad to be working with Maurice Katz as well. And Elan and Joel, I'd love to hear your stories. This is something that's relevant for now, and I guess that's also another thing. I'm coming back. I'm doing something that I believe in, and I have good people. So you can either talk to Carrie or one of my other team members and mentors, and as well that are into things that are good for other people. So thank you for your time, and it's been 17 minutes. And I look forward to talking to you again. I'll see you next time.